Lauren and I'm going to be showing you today how to make someone into a lion. I've got my willing volunteer here. Do you want to say your name for the camera?
Hello, I'm David.
So David's very kindly volunteered to be made into a lion for us. So if you've been following on our Sunday services and online church, you'll be aware that we've been learning about Daniel.
That's correct.
And what you might be expecting to come up is Daniel's most famous adventure, which is, any ideas?
Is it in the lion's den?
It is. Daniel went into a lion's den. So if we were at the church on a Sunday learning about Daniel in the lion's den, we'd be doing lots of activities based about lions. We might be playing Sleeping Lions, which is a personal favourite of mine. Maybe you can play that one at home with your parents. We also might be doing who can get the best lion roar competition.
Ah!
Do you reckon you can beat David? Don't know. Maybe don't try that one at home if your parents don't want you to. And we would also be getting the face paints out to make everyone into lions. So that's what we're going to do today. Now what I've got some paper on the table to make sure I don't get any paint on the table and ruin it. I've got some face paints. Got a yellow, orange, black, white, and a red just in case we need some
blood.
Maybe on the flanks? I don't know. Daniel didn't actually get eaten though, did he?
He didn't.
So we might be okay. We've also got some sponges and some paintbrushes. And then the last one, which is very important, is a pot of water. Now make sure you don't drink that because it won't taste nice. If your person who's becoming a lion has long hair, you might want to get them to push it back. So David, as it's been a while since your last haircut, can we get you to push your hair back? Perfect. See what I did there? Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's get started. So first of all, we take the sponges. We get them nice and wet. You need a lot of water for face paint. And then you grab your yellow. Make sure it's completely covered on the sponge, nice and yellow. There we go. And we're going to go all over the face. So if you're going towards the eyes, make sure the person closes their eyes. Okay, we're going to start at the top of the head though, because we need to do some more detail here later. So we want to get this dry first. Now it might take a couple of coats of yellow just to get it over their skin properly because it's quite a light colour. So we're going to go all the way down, get a bit more water if you need it, a lot more yellow face paint. Oh, there we go. Make sure they keep their mouth closed. Don't want anyone accidentally eating some of this face paint, do we? Can you just turn your face around to face me? Brilliant. Thank you very much. So we just need a bit more yellow because at the moment it's not too lion coloured, I don't think. There we go. Lots and lots of yellow. Now I'm going to go near your eyes now, so you need to keep them closed for me, please. Don't scrunch them up. Nice and close. There we go. I'm going for the other eye now as well. Remember to be nice and gentle. You don't want to hurt anyone who's kindly volunteered to become a lion for you. And we just need a teeny bit more yellow onto the nose because it's not really turning yellow at the moment. Okay, there we go. Brilliant. What we're going to do next is we're going to take a paintbrush. We need quite a fairly big one. Not too big though. We're going to go over the eyebrows a bit. Make them nice and bushy because lions have very bushy eyebrows. So you're going to take your brush, get your white paint, rub it on, and then get them to close their eyes. Could you just face me a moment? Brilliant. And you're going to go nice swift movements above the eyebrows like that. Can you see? not sure if they can see. Let me move it forward a little bit. Can you see what David's got there? Nice bushy eyebrows. Brilliant. So if you could turn back to face me again so I can see what I'm doing. It's brilliant. And remember, your lines don't have to look exactly the same because every line is different. So if you want to add a bit more hair or a bit more white eyebrows, you can do. If you want to add a little bit less, you can do that too. So we're going to do the other one. Nice same movements. Nice and swish. Up the eyebrow, up the head. That's why we did the forehead first with the yellow. So it's got time to dry by the time we put the white on. Okay, could you turn to face me again just so I can see that we're nice and even? There we go. Brilliant. Now, lions also have slightly different noses to us, don't they? So what we're going to do next is we're going to take the black and we're going to take the paintbrush again. You can use the same paintbrush as long as you've washed it, or a different one. And we're going to make a little lion nose. So this is going to be a little bit tickly. So we're going to go up underneath the nose like that. We don't want to go all the way up, just on the bottom bit of the nose there. Colour it in. There we go, need a little bit more, so I need a little bit more water on the black paint. Keep going. At the moment you could be Winnie the Pooh, I reckon. But we don't want that, we want a lion. So we're going to keep going. Bit more black paint. There we go. Do you want to just face the camera so everyone can see what your nose looks like? Brilliant. And then lions also have a little bit coming down here, don't they? So we're going to do that with black paint as well. Got to say, don't get ticklish because it's going to be a little bit tickly. Going to go like that. One nice swift movement up the nose. There you go. We're also going to do a little bit around the mouth, and then we can add some teeth in if you really want to make them look nice and scary. So keep your mouth closed for me so you don't lick any or eat any, and we're just going to go around the mouth like that. So this is a little bit of a grumpy lion I've made, just because I think this lion's going to make a big roar in a minute. Okay, so there we go. Can you see the mouth? You can paint the lips if you want. I'm not going to do that just because it dries them out a little bit. But if you'd like to do that, you're very welcome to, if your volunteer says it's okay. My volunteer said it's not okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a slightly different paintbrush, a little bit thinner, because I'm going to do the teeth now. So again, you want the white. You could maybe mix it with a teeny bit of yellow if you think they're going to have slightly dirty teeth. But this lion's going to have nice clean teeth. And I'm going to do two big teeth. One this side and then one this side. And so you just make a little triangle shape really out of the white paint. Mine's gone a little bit grey because it's mixed up with the brown, black a little bit. But that's okay, you can leave it for a bit longer to dry if you want. We're just trying to get everything done nice and quickly. So we've got the two white teeth there. And now, do you think this lion has just eaten something? Not Daniel, but maybe some chicken or something? What do you reckon? Do they eat chicken? Maybe? Antelope? Maybe an antelope. So we're going to grab another brush again. This time I've gone for a really, really skinny brush. Can you see that? I'm taking the red and just getting a little bit of paint onto the brush to put a teeny bit of blood right at the bottom of the teeth. Oh, I need a little bit more water because it's not showing up there. So it's very faint, just about see the last remains of the, did we go for an antelope or a chicken?
Chicken.
For the chicken. Let's hope we're not having chicken for dinner tonight, eh? There we go. So there's a little bit of blood on the teeth. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe if David moves a bit closer in. No, can't see that. Well, we can keep going. I can see the red on the teeth. So it might just be that you need to be a bit closer. Okay, then what the other thing lions have is they have big bushy manes, don't they? And so we've got our hair, but what we want to do is, because the hair doesn't just appear on the head, does it? It kind of comes up off the head here. So we're just going to do a bit of yellow and a bit of orange around the face, just to make it look like there's a big mane there. I mean, once the hair comes back down, we'll have the hair as the mane, but we'll just do a little bit of paint as a mane as well. So I'm taking the orange first. And we're just going to do some quick brush strokes just around the face. Could you turn your face to face me again? Brilliant. There we go. Space them out if you want. You can do them all together if you'd rather them just have a bright orange mane. But we're going to make it a little bit coloured. So we've got a bit of orange. Just going to put a bit more in there. Brilliant. So wash your brush again. I've gone for a slightly different yellow this time, just so it faces up. If you've only got one yellow, that's fine. You can use the same yellow. And we're going to do some of those just in between where the orange is. Can you see that? It's a bit faint, but hopefully you can see that going on the forehead. There we go.
You can also see my receding hairline as well.
Yes. But that's okay, because
That's age.
yeah, and each lion is different, as we said, so you can make them however you want. Now,
Even a tiger. Am I a lion?
you're a lion,
Oh,
not
yeah.
a tiger.
I want to be a tiger.
Maybe we'll do a follow-up where we make David a tiger. I've got a little bit of gold paint as well, so I'm just going to give my lion a little bit of a golden mane. Now, if you don't have gold, that's fine. I'm just using what I found in the church Facebook face paint box. So just using some of that up, seeing what we can do. And then last of all, I think we're going to add a little bit of black onto the mane as well. Because the older the lion gets, the darker their mane gets. So we're just going to add a little bit of age to this lion to show that he's got some maturity. And he's definitely been around hunting for a while, so he's had quite a lot of chickens in his time. There we go. Now, one last thing. Most cats have whiskers, don't they? And I'm pretty sure lions have whiskers.
Yep, they're big cats.
They are. So we're going to use the black again, just so you can see them. You could do any colour you want really for the whiskers, any colour that you've used for the mane. I'm going to use the black so it shows up, and we're just going to dab it onto the brush a bit, just like that. And then we're just going to do a few dots first on the cheek. A few dots, and then from those dots, just one swift movement like that. Okay? So your whiskers might be a bit thick, but that's okay. And we're going to do the same on this side. So a few little dots, and then swish like that. And it's okay if they're different on each side. Lions aren't symmetrical. So there we go. Would you like to show the camera? That is how you make a lion that Daniel had a nice adventure with. Let us know if you try it at home. Send the photos in if you want to the church Facebook or to a church email, whatever you want to do. But we hope you have fun making someone a lion.